podcast, and we are here joined by
BuddyLikeFriend.
All right, tell us, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are.
Sure, yeah. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. So our community out there, we have a few. We have 404 Esports.
I've heard of them.
We have Plus 2 on Block, who's going to be hosting our next major next month called Max Mode. Check that out. And then we also have just other locals, other majors around, that people put together. It's really wonderful. Zone Breakers, Sheer Blaze, a bunch of other ones. So yeah, the Atlanta scene is really fortunate to have a lot of consistency there.
That's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear. I've heard a lot of good things about the Atlanta scene, and that's one place I would love to go, like especially 404 Esports, because I've been following them on social media, and I like what they got, and that's one place I do want to go and visit. So
yeah, absolutely. You should come by anytime. Feel free to hit it up. 404 Esports. They're every week. Yeah, Plus 2 Blocks is our monthly. There's just a lot of great communities out there, and for most fighting games, I think there's only a few anime fighters there now, but Tekken's there, Smash is there, Street Fighter's there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us, what brings you to the TNS?
Honestly, just like the TNS crew. So, gosh, I don't know how many years ago now, but when TNS first started streaming, they were streaming Marvel, and I was around since like 09. I was like an 09er, but I never was really into Marvel like that, like in its heyday. But when they started restreaming it, I was like, oh, I actually really love watching this. I still don't play, but I love watching all the players, seeing like other players get better, new tech come out, all kinds of stuff. So I just really followed that, and then over the years, that kind of led me to CEO, and then that led me to like, oh, this event here, TNS 9. But really, I'm so proud of everything that like Tong and everyone else has done for the community, for the consistency. So I'm here competing, but I'm really just here to support the community.
Absolutely, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
So with that, our next topic, what are your FGC pet peeves?
FGC pet peeves. Honestly, complaining. I know that like Twitter loves to like just find a thing to complain about every day.
Literally every day.
Literally every day. I'm just like, in my community where I originally came from, I'm originally from Northern California, moved over to Atlanta like 3 years ago. But like we had a community of like fighting game players who just like really loved their games. Like they didn't care that their character might be low tier or that the matchup might be shit or whatever. It was like, man, I love doing this thing, or I love playing this game with these people. And that's just something that I try to bring in every element in every community is the sensation of like joy that we get to do this, because we're still such a niche esport, you know what I mean? So the fact that we have these tournaments, these major tournaments, these guys are not making a ton of money. This is all a community effort. So,
yeah, definitely.
So I think probably just, enjoy the thing you enjoy. Try to enjoy it for what you actually love about it rather than what you hate about it. And then second pet peeve is support your locals. Support your community. I cannot stand people in the Twitch chat who are like, yeah, this is stupid. This is why I don't come out to this.
They always complain, talking about, this is the reason why I don't go out to locals. When I'm like, bro, shut up.
Yeah,
like you go 0-2. Like what? Like stop.
Right. Yeah, and it's like, and I understand that like maybe not every community is the most welcoming, but like if you don't find joy in the community you're in, build your own. Like find out how hard it is to try to sustain a community.
Oh,
like
definitely. It definitely is, and I'm learning that myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would just say, more gratitude, hopefully.
All right, and I guess that leads us to our next topic, which is the current thoughts of the state of the FGC.
State of the FGC. I'll say this with the full knowledge that I am not the most in the beds of every single community.
Right.
So I don't feel like I can speak for a lot of them. But I'll just speak for my own communities and kind of what I've seen in terms of trends over the years. I am really happy that we finally had $1 million tournament.
Yes.
Capcom Cup that just happened, that means, because basically what it means is when you have more money in tournaments, yes, it's going to draw in other players who maybe never otherwise play Street Fighter, but that's a good thing.
Yes.
A. And B, now, like, actual professional competitors, that can be their full-time job. They don't have to split their time between, oh, I got to go work a 40-hour job and also work however long to compete to hopefully win these tournaments. You know, they're making enough money that this is now like, you know, Uma, who just won the $1 million, he's set for a good while. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to win another tournament for a while. And
definitely.
Same with the other guys that were like in top 4. I think they paid out like $300, $200, $100,000.
Yeah, 6 figures.
Yeah, like that's amazing. So I think that's really fantastic. I will say, sort of to the old schoolness of myself, I feel like because online, it's kind of double-edged sword. Because online play is so good, like at least for Street Fighter, I can't speak for, you know, Guilty Gear. But like because the online play is so good, you know, a lot of players I don't think are incentivized to come out to locals, to meetups, to majors, because they're like, well, I can just get better. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to pay any money to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's also a little bit on us. You know, I think because the internet is so good for Street Fighter, at least, it's a little bit on us as a community to make it incentivizing. Like, I think there should be more catering to players who aren't like gonna, you know, who are gonna go 0-2. Players who are, you know, they're not gonna get out of their brackets. You know.
Yeah.
Like, make it an experience, which I think this event does, of, you know, having something for everyone to actually bond over, because that's what we're here for, right? Like, at least for me, I am like 70% about the community, 30% about the game.
Yeah.
You know, for me at least. I know the other people have their own versions, but I just say, yeah, you know, I think the best thing that you can do is just try to nurture those communities.
Well said, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Well said. And with that being said, where can people find you on social media?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter, or X, as they call it now. BuddyLikeFriend, Instagram, same thing. Basically, BuddyLikeFriend on Discord, all of it. Everything is the same handle, BuddyLikeFriend.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said, this is Silverback Senpai signing off.
Thank you so much.